Love isn't always perfect. It isn't a fairy tale or a storybook, and it doesn't always come easy. But for Ivy and John, love is overcoming obstacles, facing challenges, holding on, and never letting go. Back in those days, it all started on a beautiful day in November of 2013, the day they first met. Ivy was introduced to John by his relative. John realized Ivy was a shy type, as obviously her face blushed when their friends teased them. Ivy's first impression of John was that he was incredibly strict and thought of him as a snob. But over time, they became good friends, as sports is a factor that they were always naturally drawn to. Ivy, during that time, appeared to be the weakest in their volleyball team, and John, as their coach, helped and taught her to improve her playing skill. It's mutual confidence. They both enjoyed one another's company, and even loved those simple moments together, talked about anything and everything. John is just a charming, distinguished man with a calming sense of humor and wit, hence women wanted to be around him. The idea Ivy had of him, in reality, however, is different. He was not, and is not, some crazy player. He is a genuine, sweet, and loving man. Ivy feels about John that she makes her feel safe and protected in him, and that's what made her realize that he is the man that he longed and prayed for. John finds Ivy interesting because she brings joy to his life, intertwined with her kindness and humility. John adores her personality of being understanding, patient, and supportive, who admired his work ethic and always believed in his abilities. This kind of ideal personality that John likes. As each year passes, all fell into place. John and Ivy guess this is more than what they thought. From that moment, their own customized fairy tale started. Their relationship got better and stronger as something more than just friends. A friendship evolved into something much more and finally realized that they were meant to be together. Ivy and John tried to make it a point to go out on dates. But one day, John took Ivy to their dating place at PMY. Ivy didn't think much of it, as they've been dating for years. While they were on the beach, enjoying the view, the orange sunset skies, it was getting darker. It was when John finally asked Ivy to marry him. Ivy was so surprised she couldn't answer. Deep inside her heart, she was thrilled. She couldn't just believe that she was going to be finally the bride, marrying her friend. Taking the moment, Ivy felt how much John needed her in his life, and that there is nothing to be afraid of in the future, for she knew he could handle it if she were by his side. Right near the waves and with the sand on their feet, witnessed by the deep blue sea, Ivy finally said yes. It was the most magical, surreal, and incredible feeling they could have ever experienced at that moment. The same year, John and Ivy traveled from Thailand to the Philippines so they could both tell her family in person that they were getting married. And indeed, John had formally asked Ivy's parents for their blessing. Love isn't always perfect. The grace of sharing life's simple moments is a milestone for Ivy and John, who have found each other and made each other's life fuller. A rare opportunity to experience that special spark that happens when two people realize that they have found the one person they wish to love and share themselves with for a lifetime.